what we do in Europe is mostly IT outsourcing business. And linking a bit with the previous panel, I think the number one thing in our company is to avoid risks and to avoid uncertainty. So in a world that is growing increasingly uncertain, our company has been built to manage uncertainty and to pull it all out, because we don't want anything to do with uncertainty. So to some extent, it was pretty visible to me pretty soon that if we continue to move in the same way, it would be hard for a company like ours to have the next 80 years. And being a Japanese company, that's for those of you who have worked with Japanese companies, that's a lot on their mindset, is how you achieve that long-term sustainability. So we needed to adopt models that embraced more risk-taking, more the uncertainty part of today's business. In particular, what I would say is, if you look at outsourcing, we're moving to things today like cloud, data, and digital transformation. They were to some extent addressed a lot in the panels these last 3 days. And those areas, there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. So we needed our employees, we needed our management system to be able to cope with all of that. I have a big eye-opener for me, Professor Villa, which was the one situation we had with a customer where they asked us for a particular service, which was basically required one consultant, and it took us as a company almost 6 months to get the consultant hired and at the customer location. And at the same time, I was reading the newspaper, and a unicorn company had beaten the record of being the first unicorn in 6 months. So from startup to €1 billion of revenue in 6 months. So the same time it took us to put the services in place. So the other part was also the employees, which I think Anika mentioned, and the internal context and ecosystem. In all the surveys we did and we do, the employees' lowest scores were for things like decision-making, action-taking, company direction, reward, or misalignment of reward. So for me, that was also very important that we found a way to address these challenges. So it was not that the financial outcomes were not there, they were just more difficult to obtain, and the growth less exciting as in more traditional companies as ours. But it was mostly customer feedback, and I think employee feedback that made us take this step. And I would hand over now to my colleague Bruno, who will walk you through what we have done trying to respond to this.